Now that we've got some wheels on there, it's just about ready to go on land, but just to make sure it's ready to go by sea, we are also going to add a small windscreen just here, just to keep the driver and the passenger at least a little bit drier. To do that, I am going to create a sketch. And if you remember, because this is from the forms environment, it's more of a smooth ergonomic shape, so we can't create a sketch on that face there. Luckily for us, if you've been following along, we've already got plane one. And if we look at it from the side, this sits just above. So I'm more than happy to just use that plane. Once we've done this, all we are doing is we're marking out where this windscreen will fit. So we needed to curve and go around this front just here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the line tool. And I'm just going to go along this line so it's lined up with the center of our design. I'm just going to add this little bit here. Click on the tick. I'm just going to use the spline tool. Zoom in a little bit here. And we're just going to add a bit more of curve towards the edge just here. Just to curve it around, just so we get a bit of protection towards the side as well. Click on the tick. Then what we can do here is we can use the mirror tool just so it's nice and symmetrical on the other side. Again, using that double click. And we're just going to turn that mid plane from earlier back on. Select it just there. And it'll just copy that sketch over to the other side. Now, this is where it gets a slight bit more difficult. What we're going to do now is we are going to enable 3D sketch, and we're just going to look at this from the corner just over here. Once we have got 3D sketch enabled, just going to use the line tool. We're going to select this center little dot here. We're going to sketch on the plane from the side, so we're just going to sketch straight down part way into our design. Click on the tick just to add that line. I'm just going to curve the top of the windscreen off slightly. So we're going to use a fit spline again. Flick back and forth just to find that starting point. Just here. Again, look at it from the side. And tell Fusion we want to add it to that plane. Then just add a bit of curve to this. Doesn't have to be anything too mad. Click on Finish Sketch once you've got that how you want it to look. What we need to do with this is we need to drag that 2D sketch that goes straight up and curves across, and we need to just sweep that across this sketch going across just here. To do this though, we do still want to mold and shape it and just get it how we want it to look. So rather than using the normal sweep option, we are going to go to create form again instead. From here, we can go to create. Still got some of those tools we were using before in the solid workspace. So right near the bottom, second to last, we have still got the sweep tool. Again, it wants us to select our profile to use. That is this line and the one just above. Just be careful though, when you're selecting them, that chain selection is off if it's selecting multiple lines that you don't quite want it to select. Next, we need to select our path, which is going to be these lines that we made earlier on. Once we've selected all of these, we can set out some of the other details of our sweep. Once you're happy with how it looks, just click on OK. Again, we could use modify and edit menu, start to crease this, we can start to smooth it. What I'm going to do instead, just because I'm happy with how it looks for now, I need to turn this into a 3D body instead of just a surface body. To do that, go to modify, select thicken, and just select the body that we want to add some depth to. So what you can see is we can select our value or our thickness of this body. And also change however you want that body to look. So I'm going to go with a nice soft one instead. Click on OK to add that. And as you can see, it's turned that into a nice 3D forms body. Again, feel free to play around with your one, get it how you like it. But for now, I'm just going to click on Finish Form. So now that you've used the Thicken tool, you can collect the second to last overall trail badge and the last trail badge for the Forms environment. Just one more to go to finish the collection.